to G.I. Joe.
Wow, far out!
What'd you see?
Who do you think I see, for Pete's sake?
I believe none of us knows doodly squat.
I'm gonna kick the mustard out of that crazy hot dog.
My foot! You wasted millions, you titanium-faced turkey!
Get down too close to that lava and it's barbecue city.
And don't get out of your depth suit or the pressure down there will crush you like a grape.
Hey,
Wonderful! Delightful! Where are you going? I've arranged a banquet!
this is Wilder and a Bronco with a cactus saddle. So, who do we have to ramrod this operation?
We got the coordinates cold, pretty lady. And I'm talking cold.
Get out. I'm starting to identify with frozen food.
Looks like we made it just in time.
With not a minute to spare. The movie's just about to start.
We'll just sit here in a row. Wait a minute. Something's missing.
He's right. We need popcorn, and we need it fast.
You wait here in this row while I go to the concession stand and come back with popcorn. Good thing I brought this $5 bill.
Wait, that $5 bill's not going to buy popcorn for each of us.
She's right. It's going to take all of our $5 bills. That means popcorn and change for each of us.
That means change for each of our $5 bills, and that takes time we haven't got.
And those opening credits are rolling and fast.
This looks like a job for a 20.
Wait a minute. What about drinks?
Hey! Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Super Awesome Geek Show. Gerard's here. Hey, Gerard, how you doing? We got a few other people here, but doesn't seem like they're in the chat, but that's okay. So I've got Gilster. How you doing, Gilster? How you doing? So today I've got something special. If anybody wants to join, there's a link at the top. We can join and chat and talk about this stuff. It's pretty cool. I've recently picked up something interesting, and hopefully you guys all find it interesting. Hold on here. There we go. Is that good? I think I hear an echo. Do you guys hear an echo, or are you guys okay? Let me know if you hear an echo. I feel like I hear an echo. But so anyways, I got this cool stuff. My mom and I went by a few shops in the area, and I was able to pick up this entire collection, and I'm excited about them, and I think this is going to be cool. Let me play the intro to this, because this is pretty neat. Here we go. Do you remember these?
Forged on the streets of L.A., John Henry Irons is dropping the hammer on crime. Steel. Vapor Trail Steel races in to fight for justice. Steel. Electromagnetic steel takes hold of the situation, rocking evil shell-shocked Burke's foundation. Steel. And when Burke rages back into battle, Blast Hammer Steel armors up for the final challenge, then mounts the gleaming steel cycle to seal the deal. Steel. Dropping the hammer on crime. Blast Hammer Steel comes with Steel Cycle, other figures sold separately.
Isn't that awesome? He's dropping the hammer on crime. I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh, Shaquille O'Neal at his best, dropping the hammer on crime in the Steel movie. And we have it, everyone. We have the Steel action figure collection right here. Except for that bike. We need to get the bike, because the only thing he didn't have was the bike. So Unfortunately, we didn't get the bike, but we will be getting the bike because we're going to order it to have the whole collection. It's going to be cool. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at this stuff here. So this is the back of the packaging we got here. Steel. Collect all these hot figures. What do you think of that? We got Armor Up Steel. Steel with his armor as John Henry, a.k.a. John Henry Irons. And then we have Power Gauntlet Steel. It's got a cool Power Gauntlet thing with the grappling hook. Armor Up Steel has some kind of shield on him. Look at that. And then we have deluxe figures. Look at this. Mobile Barrier Steel. He comes with a huge mobile barrier. This thing is awesome. It's got machine guns or something in front of it. Isn't that crazy? And then we have Electromagnetic Steel. He's like electro. Then we have Lieutenant Sparks in the Mobile Defense Power Chair. And you know what's funny? We get to look at one of those up close because we have two of them, and in one of them, the package is already partially opened and destroyed. So we're going to finish opening it, put this thing together, take a look at it, since we've got one that's basically open already and one that's sealed. And then we have Vapor Trail Steel, Battle Flight Armor, and Boot Laser Rockets. Whoa. And then we have the bad guy, Shell Shock Burke, with Triple Fire Roto Blaster. Look at that. That is so cool, right? And then we have the steel with the bike, the Assault Cycle, which we have to get. This one, I actually already ordered it. It's in the way. So we'll do a future video about this when it comes in. And we'll probably show some other figures because I also ordered an extra bad guy so I could have one. I ordered a complete loose bad guy so we could have him. Because I'm going to put the bike on with steel, and then you need the bad guy, and then we're going to have the girl in the chair. So we'll have these three in a nice display setup and some of these packaged figures behind it. So we'll make a nice display out of that. G-Force, how you doing? Good to see you. He says Lieutenant Sparks, a.k.a. Professor X. Yes. Damn! Kazam! Yeah, exactly. All right, we're going to start out with a deluxe figure here. It looks like we have Electromagnetic Steel here for the deluxe figure. Recoil Action Capture Snare. Look at that thing, man. Those are quite the accessories. I mean, this is absurd. Like, what the crap, you know? But he's got a cool helmet he can put on, and like electro stuff coming up his. Like Marvel Legends took this from them. They were like, hey, that's a good idea. They went back to the 90s and was like, let's add that electro stuff in our Marvel Legends, you know? And yeah, every figure has this cool image of steel, Shaquille O'Neal steel on it, and a picture of the figure doing his thing. So we'll put him up there. What do we got next? We got, wait, is there another deluxe? Let's look for the other deluxe. How about we do that? Where's the other deluxe? The one with the shield is the other deluxe figure. Gotta be this one, right? Yeah, here he is. Look at this guy. Deluxe Mobile Barrier Steel with Rapid Fire Assault Sled. Whoa. That looks killer, man. That is a giant, big-ass machine gun, some side guns, a big old hammer, and he's got this super shield that pops out and forms this machine gun craziness on it. He's all chromed out. Look at that chrome. Yeah, look at that thing. That is awesome. Electro Steel would be a $60 figure now. Actually, you know what's funny is there's obviously common and rare figures in this line because when I was buying this lot, I got it for a really good deal. But I was looking at them. What company? Kenner. These are Kenner Gilster. I'm trying. It's like backwards by Kenner. See, by Kenner. Kenner 1997. Yeah. Yeah, so when I was looking at these to get the collection, there actually are a few figures that are $50 to $60. And then there are also a couple of figures that are $5. So there are obviously some common and then uncommon. Went and got shabby and had an afternoon of hunting and BSing. Good, good. That's cool. Glad you guys had fun. Good times. Was this after the RoboCop line? Yes, I believe it was. Correct. The RoboCop line with the caps in their back, the cap guns in their back. Yes, I believe this was after RoboCop. Now we have Vapor Trail Steel, Battle Flight Armor, and Boot Blaster Gauntlets. And look at those things, man. He's got red electro clear missile things that shoot out of these boots. Got a hammer and then a flight pod thing, like wings. Look at them. Those are the boot blasters on the bottom of his feet. Who'd have thought of that, right? Who would think of it? Now we got Armor Up Steel. Get ready to armor up. And he's got this cool shield and blast wave gun with special blast effect. Look at that thing. As it shoots out. That is the most generic looking gun, bazooka gun thing I've ever seen in a figure. This is funny. This is like one of those things that, like, if you saw this in a junk pile, you'd be like, what the crap is that? You never knowing that it goes to this awesome group of figures called Steel, you know? There's the helmet he's got. He's got cool stuff there. Big old shield. Look how big that shield is. Wow. Super Mom's here. Hey, Mom, how you doing? Say hi to Super Mom, everybody. Next up, we got Power Gauntlet Steel. And he comes with Turbo Grappling Claw. So he's got this cool grappling hook claw thing, his hammer, and a bunch of wires. Why does he come with a bunch of wires? I guess, because they clip into his arm and onto the weapon so that he looks like he has wires clipping onto it. And he's got another helmet. They always came with a helmet. That's pretty cool. Every character has a helmet. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, Super Earth Mom. Hello, Super Mom. Next up, we got the girl in the chair herself. It's Lieutenant Sparks with Mobile Defense Power Chair. Dun, dun, dun. And she's got braces on her legs. So I don't remember this movie, but I'm thinking that she obviously must have been something wrong with her legs because she's got braces and, like, it looks like robotic parts, like, strapped outside, like the, what do you call it, like an exoskeleton kind of armor strapped to her legs here, so that maybe she can walk short distances with this exo armor on, but then she has to mostly be in the wheelchair, and they've made her, instead of just having a regular wheelchair, she's got a super duper beefed up wheelchair with machine guns and this electro missile launcher. Like, it looks like it has an electro beam that shoots out of this missile launcher. And she's got armor on, and she's got communication stuff on, so she can talk to Steel and be like, "The bad guys are down there. They ran to the left. Go down the alley." All that kind of stuff. So that's pretty cool. She's got this awesome chair. That's pretty cool. And then we have, here we go. This is John Henry Irons himself, Steel. And he's got the, John Henry as he looks, but then he can put out all the super armor and use his super hammer to take out the bad guys. Looks pretty cool. John Henry Irons. Yeah, it's been a long time. I can't remember. I'm sure I've seen the movie, but I just can't remember it really. I had to have seen the movie at some point. But it's got to have been so long ago that I just don't remember it. Now we're all going to look it up and see if it's on any streaming service so we can watch it for free. Mr. B. How you doing, Mr. B? Hey, John and Supermom. I forgot this movie came out, never saw it. Cool. Okay, and now we got the bad guy. Last Shell Shock Burke with triple fire roto blaster. He's got 3 missiles that go in his triple fire roto blaster. And it's got a leg for standing, like legs for like standing up. So it's like a big, like, gun thing in there. But he doesn't come with a helmet. He's the only one that didn't come with a helmet. He's just bad guy on his own without helmet. Pretty cool. Load projectiles into cannon and fire. See how it stands up in front of him? That's pretty cool. Yeah. All right, let me get a look at. You guys can look at John Henry while I get this. Finish getting this girl out of the packaging here. Finish opening it up. It's partially. I found it partially opened, and it looks like it's got like holes in it. Like it's got bullet holes in it. Bullet holes. Bullet holes. Just the other half is really on there. Okay, there we go. Let's get all these parts out. John, move out of the way, John Henry. Let's get all these parts out. See what these figures are like. I'm gonna tear. Oh no, I don't want to tear it that bad. There we go. I'm a stickler for trying to, like, it was ripped on this side, and I was trying to save as much of the package over here as I could. I'm a stickler for saving as much of the packaging as I can. But see how this was all, look at it, it's like all waterlogged and warped. And then there's bullet holes in it. Bullet holes. Like someone poked holes in it with tacks or something, and yeah, they probably tacked it to the wall or something like that, whoever had this originally. But yeah, it's all like, this is all like water damaged or something. It's like warped. So we finished opening it to take a look at what the figures are like. She's got a seatbelt so she can stay in there. Let's check this out. So here we go. We've got, actually these feel pretty good. They're not bad. They're a little bit rubbery. See, I can, but yeah, they have, so the arms don't have elbows that bend, but they do. So it's like a 5 POA, either just, and then the head moves, no rock. And then we have leg movement and knee movement. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 POA, right? No twist. So it is just like a 7 POA action figure. And they're taller than Star Wars. I actually don't have any 3 3/4 figures here, do I? But I've got a Marvel Legends here we can compare them to. So they're taller than a 3 3/4 Star Wars. What would you say that's if a Marvel Legends is 8-inch, this is 5, right? Maybe even 6. Because if you think about it, put it feet to feet. If that's 6 inch, 7, 8 would hit his top. You know what I mean? So they might be 6 inches tall. You know, it might be 6 inch figures here. Yeah, these are. Oh, Legends are 6 inch. That's right. You're right. I'm brain dead. Sorry. Yeah. So 4.5. Would you say 4 to 4.5? Because they're definitely bigger than a 3 3/4 inch figure. What do I don't have any 3 3/4 to compare here. I'm at the house, not at the condo. So yeah, these are. We could say 4.5, right? I don't know, something like that. They're not quite 5 inches. Yeah, 4.5. That's how Burke lost his helmet. He got shell shocked. Yeah, there you go. Got it. This is Batman RoboCop mashup idea line. Yeah, exactly. Out on my Friday hunt. Not sure what I'm looking for though. Guess I know when I see it. Hello, Earth Mom, Gilster, G-Force, Super Henry. Legends are 6. Yeah, I'd say 4, 4.5. Yeah. And again, if anyone wants to join me in chat, there's a link at the top. You can pop in. How does this go on the chair? What the crap? Look at this. They show her with that rocket launcher like attached to the chair and the computer's in front of her. I don't see how it goes. I don't see how this thing connects to the chair at all. Look at the crap. Oh, there's 2 pegs here. Okay. What do you mean the battery's low? There's a. Hold on. We got to fix this battery issue. It's plugged in. What the crap? There we go. Okay. I guess it was just not plugged in all the way. Okay, never mind. Okay, so I think there's 2 pegs here. See these little pegs? I think they slot into the side of the chair right here. There we go. There we go. It just wasn't totally obvious because the side of the chair has these lines on it that don't look like that would be where you peg something in, but apparently you do. And it does stay there. Look at that. Because you're actually pegging into this little groove here, which is weird, with one of the pegs. And that doesn't seem like that would stay there, but it does. All right, let's put her in the chair. She's going to be like, I'm in the chair. Let's get in the chair. Yeah. Okay, then we'll put this thing on there. Boom, 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 boom. All right, now she's like, I've got my computer in front of me and my rocket launcher off to the side. She fits pretty good in that chair. It actually isn't bad at all. It's kind of a cool little thing. And look at this. You can do a. See that? It's like it moves. It goes. Yeah, it's like one of those electric buggies. You just drive around, like, screaming down the sidewalk. Those people on their electric chairs that go about 60 miles an hour. They're always yelling at when you're walking down the sidewalk on your way somewhere, and someone got this wheelchair person going 60 miles an hour. They always yell at you on your left, and you're like, oh, jeez. And it's you look over and it's someone on one of those wheelchairs zipping by. They should put speed limiters on there, Jonathan Redmond, how you doing? How you doing? Looks a little electric chairish. Lay it next to your. Oh, sorry, I thought I was on Rums for a second. Oh, yes, exactly. Yeah. Again, if anyone wants to chat, we can go in the chat above. There's a link above. We can chat about stuff. So here we go. We got the laser in there, the electric laser feeler thing. Ooh, it shoots pretty good. Look at that. I put my hand up so it wouldn't fly in the other room. But... Oh, where'd it go? Yeah, that's got a pretty good ejector spring in there, man. That's pretty cool. Yeah, she looks pretty good in my opinion. I mean, this really is not a bad toy. I mean, this is pretty cool. I'll be looking forward to getting that bike and seeing how that is when it pops in. That would be pretty cool. And yeah, I'm glad I got the whole line except for that one thing, and that's pretty cool. Yeah, really neat. What year was this? Gilster says, what year? This was 1997. The year is 1997. Hey, Darth Muzza, how you doing? Jonathan, I have no recollection at all. Pretty sure the first I heard it was when you picked up that truck. But 1997, so it was overlapping with Power of the Force 2. It was overlapping with Batman, the movie figures, those Batman movie figures that were still coming out. All that stuff. And in case you didn't see it before, we've got John Henry here with his steel armor. And John Henry Steel was a version of Superman after Superman died. So Doomsday killed Superman, and Superman was laid to rest. He was in a grave, and 4 different characters took over to fill the void that Superman left. And one of them was an ordinary guy from New York City from Metropolis. There was no New York City in DC Comics. I always forget that. So a guy from Metropolis named John Henry Irons, who took up the hammer because he was a construction worker who used a hammer breaking down stuff, a big sledgehammer. And he put on this armor that he created, much like Iron Man creates armor. John Henry created his own armor. And in the comic books, it had an S shield for Superman in honor of Superman. But for the movie, they, for some reason, took away the S for Superman. I don't know why they did that, but whatever. Maybe they didn't have the rights to do any Superman stuff because the budget was so low on this movie or something. So they couldn't even reference Superman, I guess. So he was one of the ones that took up the mantle of being a Superman to help while Superman was dead. The other one there was Superboy, who was an experiment, a clone from Star Labs. And then there was a cyborg Superman, which I believe, didn't Lex Luthor make the cyborg Superman? Wasn't he based a little bit on DNA that he captured from Superman and then with cybernetic parts put in to complete the body? I can't remember exactly how Cyborg came about. And then there was another Superman that, for all intents and purposes, looked like Superman, acted like Superman in the beginning, and seemed to have all of Superman's powers. And a lot of people assumed that it was some kind of reincarnation of Superman. But that one went crazy. Was he a brainiac? Maybe he was a brainiac. Jonathan thinks that Cyborg might have been a brainiac. So which could be, yeah, that could be also. That was an old railroad song we used to sing in grade school class. Yes, John Henry Irons is from the John Henry. I think they did take it from the John Henry mythology thing, and yeah, and even that John Henry had a sledgehammer. You're right, G-Force. But yeah, Jonathan, you might be right. Cyborg Superman might have been a brainiac thing. We could look it up. We got Google, right? I mean, like, who is Cyborg Superman? Cyborg Superman was actually Hank Henshaw. The character was originally an enemy, however. Well, this is weird. Like, when I want to see when he after Doomsday kills Superman, Henshaw poses to destroy his reputation and claims to be him resurrected as a cyborg. He actually rescued Bill Clinton from an assassination attempt, after which Bill Clinton endorses Cyborg Superman as the true Superman. So he's Hank Henshaw, who becomes Cyborg Superman so he becomes evil as well. He's evil as well. Apocalypse and Beyond. Hey, look at him. He turns into like a red Cyborg Superman. That's pretty neat. And he joins the Sinestro Corps. Wow, they really go into this. And then there was that other Superman which I thought went evil, like but I don't know what his name is. It's going to be hard to look that one up. But yeah, anyways, there was four people who took up the mantle of Superman while Superman was dead, and this was one of them, John Henry Steel. So yeah, we had the steel armor one. We had the power gauntlet one with grappling hook and wires to attach to it. We had the armor up steel that had the big shield and woo 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 laser blast. And then we had vapor trail steel that came with flight suit and wings that could pop out. And he had the boot blaster gauntlets, these things that went on his boots and shot blasters from his boots for some reason. And then we had the deluxe figures of mobile barrier steel with the giant red barrier shield and a billion missiles to shoot out. And we had the deluxe electromagnetic steel. Electromagnetic steel with all these electrical craziness things, and yeah, pretty cool. And then we had the girl in the chair in the good packaging, Lieutenant Sparks, and the bad guy, who was Shell Shock Burke, the bad guy. Yeah. So we got all those in one shot, which was pretty cool. And an extra girl in the chair. Pretty cool. From this awesome line.
Forged on the streets of LA, John Henry Irons is dropping the hammer on crime. Steel. Vapor trail steel races in to fight for justice. Steel. Electromagnetic steel takes hold of the situation, rocking evil shell-shock Burke's foundation. Steel. And when Burke rages back into battle, Blast Hammer Steel armors up for the final challenge, then mounts the gleaming steel cycle to seal the deal. Steel. Dropping the hammer on crime. Blast Hammer Steel comes with steel cycle, other figures sold separately.
Look at that. So cool, right? I mean, that's incredible. He looks 6-inch and she's 4-inch. Yeah. That'd be funny. Is he giant compared to her? I don't think she's that much smaller, right? Because she's sitting down in the chair, so yeah, they're not that much different. Yeah, I don't know. But I do have the motorcycle coming that you saw in the commercial. So once we get that, we'll do a standalone video on that, maybe show off some other stuff. And I got a loose bad guy coming, so I could have him standing up with the motorcycle and the, steal the motorcycle, her, and they'll be facing off against the bad guy. So that'll make a nice display with some of these figures, packaged ones standing up behind it, like I like to do with my vintage displays. I find it funny there's 7 versions of Steel and only 2. Yeah, exactly. That's what they did. Remember the 90s Batman lines? There's 6,000 different Batmans, and there's like 1 Robin and 1 Joker and 1 Riddler. But there's like 20 Batmans in the line. Yeah, that's what they did back then. For some reason, they were like, yeah, I don't know. It seems funny. Yeah. All right, guys. I think we've exhausted this look, haven't we? There's not really much more to look at. I'll leave you guys with a cartoon mix, and then we'll close out the stream. So let me see here. Let's remove this. I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for checking out some Steel action figures with me. The cool new things in the toy condo. These will be going up in the toy condo to be on display. And we'll do, like I said, we'll do a regular video on the motorcycle when it arrives. And then maybe we'll set up that display together. I think it'll be pretty cool checking this thing out. And appreciate you guys stopping by. Cold blast from the past here, John. Yeah. Join me back in 1997 when Steel rode in and put the hammer down on crime. Dropping the hammer on crime. It's a great night. Yeah, I'm going to leave you guys with this Media Blast cartoon mix on the way out. Thank you all for watching. Stay awesome out there, everybody. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Let's roll. Thundercats!
By the power of Grayskull.
Zok, the Laser Ray Dragon. From days of long ago. From uncharted regions of the universe.
The year 1994. From out of space comes a runaway planet, hurtling between the Earth and the Moon.
The evil that lies within. From down in the fiery depths of the Earth where nightmares begin. Spider-Man and his amazing friend.
Dr. Hans Zarkov and Dale Arden have joined me, Flash Gordon, on a fantastic journey.
Up from the depths, 30 stories high, breathing fire, his head in the sky, Godzilla.
Iceman and Firestar.
Dedicated to truth, justice, and peace for all mankind.
I am John Blackstar.
G.I. Joe is the code name for America's daring, highly trained Special Mission Force. Its purpose, to defend human freedom against Cobra.
Always riding on Venom's trail.
Igu, the giant Rocky.
Hong Kong Phooey, quicker than the human eye. When you rule what's cold, and you wish that you were
warriors explode into battle.
Sing a happy song.
Control the Tremendous.
Rapping softly in a danger zone.
Comes a legend. The legend of Voltron, defender of the universe.
For the honor of Grayskull.
Bloop and Bleep, the formless, fearless wonders.
But one man bursts his bonds to fight for justice with his companions Ookla the Mock and Princess Ariel.
Becoming man and machine, power extreme.
Gotcha, man. Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere.
Stone by day, warriors by night.
I am Dungeon Master, your guide in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.